It's been a minute.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Would you consider this season 2? That'd be legit, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think
well, because it's the new year.
Exactly. And also because I forgot what episode we left off on. So.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think season 2 is like a good thing.
Yeah.
Start new year. Hey guys, welcome back to the Nobody Asked Us pod with Ayana and Alexis. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Ayana.
And this is season 2.
Episode 1.
Woo! Yeah! Well, we'll see how we do this year because we kind of fell off in September, but
yeah,
it was a busy time. The last quarter of the year is always the busiest, but we have a lot to catch up on.
We do.
Oh
my God.
So much has changed.
Yeah. What would we even talk about the last time? Like, what was life like last time? Like,
well, last time we were in the upstairs room, and we're back down here. Right. We had some production issues, and we can't film in that room anymore.
Yeah.
But more to come on that later. That's something that we'll talk about as we kind of go. So, yeah.
2024.
I think it's better down here because then I have like access to my snacks and water.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
I think upstairs we only had chocolate.
Okay, first of all. No. We had fucking chips.
Oh, we did.
We had chips,
yes.
and I fucking forgot them in there for two months. Okay, but here's what's disgusting, and don't judge me. We went in there, and I was like, chips! And I ate them, and they weren't even stale.
Oh, that's good.
Questionable. No, we didn't.
Oh, I'd still eat it.
But I did. I did. No, I did.
I
was like, that's not even that.
Still got flavor.
Yeah, okay. There was crunch.
Wait, when was this?
I don't remember. No, but I remember I was looking for something in that room.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so it was like tucked between the chairs, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I was looking for something in the closet and I didn't see it. But I heard Max like kind of getting it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And so I looked and I was like, oh, chips! I was like, oh my God, they look so good.
Oh, they were good?
They were. What were they?
You tell me.
Oh, I can't.
Wasn't it the spice? I think it was a spicy one.
Well, I only eat spicy chips, so that would make sense.
That would make sense. But yeah, damn, that was a minute.
I think our last podcast was in like September.
Yeah. And now it's January and it's cold.
It's freezing.
Bro.
It's fucking freezing.
We're wearing sweaters now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like I just don't like the cold. Like I'm just so over it. I just feel like we can just skip this phase. And if we can if we could be in fall all the time, I would like that.
Keep it at that.
Like
fall.
70s.
You guys didn't even see us in the fall.
It's because it's cold. You will never. Okay, one thing about me, you will never catch me outside when it's cold.
I think that's a lie.
What do you mean?
Because you used to snowboard.
First of all, I didn't snowboard. I fell on the snow. That's not snowboarding. I tried.
But yeah, not this year.
Do you not remember our first 3 snowboarding trips? And I was like, I hate it here. I'm so sick of it.
Every 2 seconds, you're just sick of this shit.
It's really hard to get up. And it's really hard to keep your balance.
We almost died once again. I think we already told that story.
Which part?
The one where we skidded off the mountain?
Wait, okay. I think what's funny is that happened when we were 20, mid-20s. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was 5 years ago. And it was so funny because we literally were the stupidest bunch of kids because we took my Hyundai Elantra up there with no chains. Oh, no, we had a chain. We had a chain. It came
fell off.
And we were First of all, you can already tell by the way our podcast is. Ayana and I, we always have so much fun. But Patrick and our friend Drew, who were in the front, they were not having fun because they were navigating when it was snowing and it was rough. We were having the time of our lives in the back.
I think in your 20s you don't care. Not say you don't care. I cared a lot. No,
I cared a lot
about
too,
my life.
but I didn't know, and I didn't recognize the safety hazards.
And the severity of the situation.
We were laughing about something so stupid.
I think my body had a weird trauma response.
Because we were laughing.
Because we were just laughing the whole time. I'm like...
No, it was so funny because, like, we literally were laughing over absolutely nothing. Like, literally nothing. No, I think what we were laughing about is you spilled a soda or, like, something in the little cup holder in the back. And I was like, what are we going to do to clean it? Like, we don't have any napkins. And she goes, I have a panty liner.
I did. I wiped it with the panty liner.
It worked.
It worked. Marketing.
Hey.
So for this episode, what are we talking about this episode? I think, let's get straight to the point.
I think that was a really good segue because the thing that we wanted to talk about was actually requested by Jolene. Shout out to Jolene. She is a friend. She's a relative of a friend. Yes. And she hit us up and was like, hey, when are you guys going to come back? And I was like, I didn't even know our presence was missed. I know. Honestly, I didn't know. And I was like, in my head, I was like, we just do this for fun. But it's really nice to know that people want to hear what we have to say and enjoy it. Because I just talk.
I just be talking.
Yeah.
Be bullshitting half the time. Yeah. Honestly.
But, so shout out to Jolene. She said that she wanted to hear about life lessons that we would like to have learned when we were younger because she's approaching her early 20s. So shout out to you. I hope your 20s are better than ours. Because, I mean, I'm 29. I'll be 30 I'll be 30 this year.
Oh, shit. I'll be 27 in 2 months. Ew! God. Wow.
Where did the time go?
Wow. What's funny is that, I think I met Alexis when I was about to turn 21. So the entirety...
No, I met you
before.
Prom.
Oh, my God. We started being friends
when you were 21.
About to be 21. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
So we've been in each other's 20s for a long time.
The most of our 20s, for sure.
So you've seen the ins and outs.
Yeah.
I've seen yours. You've seen mine.
Okay, no, hold on.
There's a lot to talk about.
Don't talk about it. Oh my God, yeah. My 20s are wild. Yeah. Being 20. I'm 29. I'm turning 30. Woo! Oh, I'm turning 30 in July. Oh my God.
Hey, 30s is your prime.
They do
That's what I hear.
They say 30s are the new 20s.
Right, exactly.
So that's okay.
Still a gray area in the 20s. Not gonna lie.
Okay, honestly, I'm excited because I hated my 20s.
Yeah?
I have a really good list of things that I wish I had learned. And I wish I had listened to older people because I feel like if I had listened, I would have saved so much heartache and so much time.
Well, to be fair, oh my God, hold on. It's my Tamagotchi.
I'm sorry.
My child is calling for me. Give me a second.
I can't.
Hold
on. First topic. I wish I never got a Tamagotchi.
She needs to be fed.
Are you seriously fucking?
Listen, she died last week. I'm taking care of her this week.
What'd you name her?
I forgot to name her.
What kind of a parent are you?
Look. I didn't get
that far.
I didn't get that far. I was too worried about not killing my child.
Okay, so let's name it.
Okay, what should we name her?
Alfred. Oh wait, it's a girl.
Why was that the first name that popped up?
I don't know. Okay.
See? It's
okay.
hard.
First girl name. 1, 2, 3. Miranda.
Oh. No.
No. Oh, conventional or cutesy?
Cute.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Daisy.
Oh, Daisy's cute.
Bitch.
I don't know. I like that. This is. I don't have a list, I think a lot of people in our 20s have lists of baby names. I don't. I have one. It's a boy name. Theo. That's it.
Oh, my nephew's name is
See?
Theo.
Cute. Yeah,
Love him.
that's about it.
No, see, okay, I think Ayana's first, like, number one topic on the what I learned as 20 is not to be a pushover, because I literally just named her Tamagotchi. Oh, yeah, that's cute.
Also because... Oh,
Is she pooping?
Is she... What do you want, bro? Oh, my God. Hold on. I am so sorry.
So cute.
I don't know why she's not eating. Why aren't you eating?
Wow,
you know when your
kids
you know when your kids bother you while you're doing something?
I don't have kids, but yeah. None of us have kids.
Oh, that look at it. That's what I meant. Okay. She better shut the fuck up. I'm throwing her over there. Okay, but anyway, it was not me being a pushover. Honestly, it's because I don't think I like will agree to like all the names that I'll like come up with.
We're literally
I can't do
two
it.
topics. We're talking about one, you being a pushover.
Yeah.
And then two, names.
Okay, pushover like that, like it's not a big deal to me.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Like it didn't bother me that you named my fucking Tamagotchi, you know?
I didn't name it though. I said Daisy, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's a cute name.
You're not gonna remember that.
I am gonna remember it.
Okay.
Oh my God, here we go.
We'll see.
All right.
Two months from now. How's Daisy? Who the fuck is Daisy?
Who the fuck is Daisy?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I have to
Am I
have
dating
to print out her
somebody
name
that
on
I
here.
don't fucking... I have a label maker!
Yes! I love it!
Welcome to your 30s where label making is so fun.
Oh, it is! I fucking
label
love
making.
it.
Oh
I
my God.
fucking love it. Okay.
It's terrible.
That's the definition of being old.
Mhm.
Literally what it is.
Label making.
So where were we at?
Telling you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna address
Yes.
what we wish we learned at 20.
Yes.
Now that we're in our late 20s, early 30s.
All right.
So you can go first.
I honestly was not prepared for this.
Oh, okay.
We had a whole week, but I'll try. Okay, so here we
Okay,
go.
okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So I think my first one would be that I wish I stood up for myself more.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like you said, I was a pushover. Like I hated
Yes,
confrontation.
she was.
Dude, I hated confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
I would sugarcoat shit, so
Yeah.
Duh! And like, yeah, it was basically just to get out of conflict. I hated conflict. Because I always thought conflict just meant like a bad thing. Or
Yeah.
confrontation was a bad thing.
Yeah.
When it's not, it's basically just getting your needs met.
Yeah.
Right.
And boundaries.
And boundaries, exactly.
For sure.
And I let people just kind of just step over me because it was so much more, it was so much easier to deal with that.
Yeah.
Rather than having to tell them like, hey, that I didn't like that. Like, you can't do that. But I think over the years, I've slowly like stood up for myself.
Would you say that like you're better practicing it now versus before?
Like, what do you mean?
Like,
what?
do you recognize when someone is being a bit more assertive with what they want from you? And are you able to set your boundary and say no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Because the hardest part was saying no.
Yeah.
You know? Because I didn't want to upset the person.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I don't care if I upset you.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't give me peace.
Yeah.
And why am I going to give that to you?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's like, it's one of those things where I wish I should have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It would have saved you a
it
lot
was,
of heartache.
Yeah.
A lot of
heartache.
gas.
You say a lot of gas.
Yeah, because you were like everybody's Uber back then.
I mean, hold on, sorry. Distracted. Okay, we're back. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I drove my car to California. Like, it was always my car.
Yeah.
And I drove everybody, picked everybody up and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. And it didn't, to me, at the time, I said it didn't matter. Or,
Right.
like, I was like, oh, it's whatever. I'm okay with it. But I think I remember a time when one of my friends was like, well, you have a newer car.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's like, okay, just because I have a newer car, like, what does that matter? So,
Yeah.
if that were to happen to me now, I'd be like, okay, but I pay for it, and the miles is on my, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, now I
yeah.
have a better reasoning. Now I'll, like, kind of stand up for myself kind of thing.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not worth my time.
And that's the thing. Like, I think the other thing, too, that kind of involves in it, right, is that in your young 20s, you kind of want to feel included.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, if the thing that I hate about 20s is that if you don't serve a purpose, you're not included. And I hate that, you know, because that's one of the leading issues, like, at least in my younger 20s,
Right.
if I wasn't able to serve a purpose, like, I wasn't invited, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I recognize that now that it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
First of all, I love my house. I ain't leaving.
Right. I paid for this. I don't care. Don't invite me.
No, literally, I don't need to go. And so, like, to me, it's just interesting because I think that just equates to just wanting to be included. Because in high school, like, you kind of develop a clique. And then if it doesn't carry on in your early 20s, you kind of lose a sense of, like, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, like, do I have friends? Mm-hmm. And, like, is this fun for me? And, like, what is my early 20s if not surrounded by my friends?
I think there was a time when I started, like, the new job, and I just fell out of the friend group.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So at that time, I was like, fuck. Like, I don't have a group. Like, I have a handful of friends, yes, but I don't have, like, a group that I, like, belong to.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm fucking gay.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of my friends are kind of just straight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I, you know. So, I was looking for that specific group. And once I found them at the job, like, I was like, oh, okay, great. I feel like I fit in. Like, they know what I'm talking about. But I settled because that was the only thing going for us as friends.
That we worked together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were such bad influences.
Yeah.
You know? And I thought, I was, okay, I need to fit into this group because this is what I wanted. Like, this is a group of, like, people in the community. Like, this is what I wanted. And it didn't
pan out.
It didn't pan out.
Yeah.
Because I thought, so, like, I was trying so hard to fit in this group when in reality, like, they weren't good for me, you know? So...
See, and, like, that's the thing that just irritates me, right? Because if you look back and you look at, like, all of the Disney movies, all of the Nickelodeon shows, everybody has a group. Everybody fits in somewhere. It's all that type of cliche bullshit where it's, like, if you don't have that, you're the weirdo.
Yeah.
You know?
You're the odd man out kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, and, like, I think, honestly, as I've gotten older, I've learned to be content in my own solitude.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't need to be out and about every weekend. I don't need to have a certain group of friends to do what I want, you know? And, like,
just do it.
I think that's the best thing that I could have ever done for myself as far as recognizing that I'm too good to fit in where I don't really belong.
Right.
You know? And, like... Oh. I wanted to make sure it was still going.
recording? Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, we're good.
Sorry. Okay. So I think, like, in all honesty, I feel like that has what set me apart. And I think, in my honest opinion, I think that that was everything I needed. Because if I look and I hate doing this, but if I look and I compare my life to those who are the same age, we're worlds apart.
Yeah.
You know, like, once I stopped caring about my social media and, like, being included in making those memories and stuff, like, it saved my wallet. It saved,
peace,
you know, peace
energy.
and energy, like, all of it. And I just feel like that's so important, especially, like, when you're in your late 30s. Like, you really recognize that it's just you. Yeah. And if you're in a relationship, like, it's you and your partner. Yeah. Right? Like, you guys have to be on the same page as far as that goes to make sure that y'all are good, right? And, like, thankfully, like, my husband and I, we're so solid. And, like, I think because we both recognize that we don't need that fluff. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm doing shit that, like, my friends aren't doing, you
Right.
know? Like there's a
fluff
lot.
is a good word.
Yeah, it's
It is
fluff. Like,
fluff.
and that's okay. Like, to have fluff is good. I'm not
Yeah.
saying to do that, but I'm saying don't envelop yourself in just that.
Yeah.
You know, like work on yourself, work on your career, and work on like the qualities that you want to see when you're 30, 35.
Because you don't want to realize it so late.
Yeah, because then it's too hard to change it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's I've seen people like in their mid 30s just
struggling to find like a baseline.
Right. And to just understand that like at the end of the day it's just like you have a partner, but at the end of the day like
it's
you
just
got yourself. Like it's just you.
Yeah.
And so when you're not comfortable with being by yourself, like
that's dangerous.
It's so dangerous because you're gonna be searching. Basically, you're searching for yourself and other people.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
It like that's crazy, you know, and like I just feel like life is too short to focus on the superficial things, right? Yep. Like, yeah, you have your friends and yeah, you have those fun Friday nights, but at the end of the day, life goes on, people grow up, you can't really afford it anymore. What else do you have?
You.
Yeah.
I think I've said that before too.
Yeah.
You got yourself.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, no matter what the fuck happens, you got yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah. And like,
as long as you got that.
For me specifically, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like, I always try to give the best advice that I could.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you and I worked as far as like, really good friends, because I think I saw a lot of potential in you and I saw a lot of like red flags. And I think that like
a lot of red flags.
I think that like once you recognize who you really care about and what you really want to see out of people, you kind of, I don't want to say take under their wing, because that's not it at all, but like you care about the quality of their life. Mm-hmm. And when you start to see people kind of diminish, it's concerning, you know? And like now we're like in our late fucking 20s and we're doing podcasts on Friday nights. Right. And like we had Don Taco together, like the cheapest meal. Yeah. And we're sitting here laughing and just enjoying presence and like that's it. Like you know, like I don't have plans. I don't know what you're doing later, but like I'll go straight back upstairs. Like I'll go straight back upstairs and kick it. You know, like I used to really be like, oh my God, it's Friday. Like, what are we doing?
Oh my God, what's the move, guys?
Yeah, and I was like, thank God it's
there's
Friday.
No move.
I just want to lay down. Please.
I get it though. Like I get it because I was a party animal. Yeah. Like I was out, not even just Friday nights, man. I was out on a random Tuesday. On a random Tuesday, killing my liver. Like it's fun, yes, but my question at the end of the day was, is it worth it?
Yeah. Sometimes it can
be, but not every week, dude.
No, definitely not every week.
That's why I had to stray away from those friends, because yes, I was also a bad influence. Like, I'm guilty of that. Yeah. Like, people probably watching this probably like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, you were out.
Like, you lying ass bitch.
You're the worst. I saw you.
No, but here's the thing.
You realize it, then at the end of the day, you're like, fuck, I can't do this all the time.
Yeah.
You can't do it all the time.
We've had some good times together. Like,
might as well get out of your system.
I loved it, but like, it just, That was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. That is the hardest thing people can get over and realize is that you're just a people pleaser.
Yeah. I'm no longer a people pleaser.
Hell
Fuck
no.
all y'all. Except for Jolene.
We're doing the podcast because of you, Jolene.
We're doing this because of you. No, I'm just kidding. That's too much pressure. Sorry, Jolene.
I don't know, watching this and be like,
bitch.
It's a suggestion.
Whore. You fucking bitch.
You're there, aren't you?
You said it'd be fun.
Right,
oh, man. Okay, so I think like my number one that I wish I learned at a very young age was to stop oversharing my life and stop trusting the people, not to be too trusting of the people that I allowed with that information and a piece of me.
Like
like, for example, when I was younger, Patrick and I, we've been together for 9 years.
Yeah.
Since I was 20.
Yeah.
And I confided in like a lot of people as far as like the private moments of our relationship. And not saying like private in terms of, you know, like sensitive subjects or whatever, but like things that really just I didn't need to talk about.
Right.
You know, and like mostly just things that like kind of hurt my feelings, and like things that like, for example, like if he did something and I didn't like it, and I would pick apart his actions and his words and stuff like that, and I would allow other people to agree and make me feel like he actually wasn't good for me.
Yeah.
And I think because when you're in your early 20s, you're very impressionable, you know, and like you don't know how to stand on your own opinion.
Yeah.
And be confident in that opinion.
Yeah.
You know? And like, this is no hatred to anybody back then, but like, you know, if I had listened to them, I would be missing out on so much. You know, like I would be missing out on an amazing husband, amazing partner, and he's just an overall great guy. Like if you know who he is, like
he's a walking green flag.
He is, you know, and like if you knew who he was to his core, you would be like, I can't believe that she ever doubted him. Speaking of the devil, he's here.
He's here. Every time we do that.
No, I don't want to talk about him anymore because it's going to get to his head.
No. No, we're going to talk about him.
No.
He's, but you love him.
No, you can't even hear, but he's bringing in the trash cans. I haven't touched trash since I moved in.
Slow clap for this
Dick
king.
sucked. No, just kidding. The bar is in hell, y'all.
He's putting out the trash.
He is.
King.
We'll wait.
Yeah,
we'll wait. Because when he comes in, Max is going to get excited. And he'll be like, what's up?
Let's let y'all know. Perfect example
$10
right there.
He comes in, says, hey, what's up? Comes and gives me a kiss. If he doesn't, I'm starting a fight.
This is on recording. That's
we'll
on.
see.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
I'm healthy and I'm mature, but I like to be a little toxic.
Not
a little, a lot.
just a little.
Just not really. It's a lot.
I swear they have a healthy, happy marriage.
Ew, we're married. Oh, God.
Hi, Pat. Hello.
Hi.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Hi. How was your drive home?
Yes.
I told you.
No fight tonight.
Yes. What are you guys laughing?
Nothing. I told you.
Yeah, that was good.
What's up?
Wow.
I told you.
Nice.
I told you.
No fight.
He's safe for now.
Saved.
The night's still young. The
Nice.
night is still very much young. What do you mean, what did I do? None of your damn business.
Gotta watch the podcast.
Watch the podcast. We'll figure it out. Anyways. Okay. So, what was I saying?
You could have missed out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, the other thing, too, is that, like, when you're in a vulnerable spot and you're trying to figure out your new dynamic as an adult, in your career, with your parents, like, you're still struggling with that dynamic with your parents where, like, they treat you like a kid, now you're an adult, and all this stuff. And, like, I just wish that I didn't overshare pieces of my life that when I look back at it, I'm really upset that I shared those things, you know, because I needed someone to listen to me. And I feel like now, if I needed someone that fucking bad to listen to me, I should have went to therapy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think when you're young, you just want someone to validate your feelings.
Yeah,
and
you
your
know,
actions,
and exactly. Like, especially, like, when you're young and you don't really know what your feelings are. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, you don't, like, at least, like, for now, in my at least in my marriage and like me as a person, I can recognize my feelings and I know what upsets me about it, and I know how to communicate that now. And like before, I was just angry. You know, like it was all just anger versus now it's disappointment or now it's sadness or now it's anger. It's a little bit of rage and stuff. But like now I'm able to recognize and sort those feelings for myself without having to involve other people and allow them to pick apart my life, my family, my friends, my marriage, or whatever. And so I think now, if I could go back in time, I would tell younger me, shut the fuck up. These people don't deserve to know you, because they don't give a fuck. They just like to hear like, oh, she's doing like shit. You know what I mean? Like,
They love
to hear that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think like for me, I just wish that I never gave pieces of myself to them, because who I was 5 years ago is not the same person.
Oh no. Even a year ago.
Bitch, even a month ago. Like,
That's
like,
true.
honest to
You
God,
change all the time.
I do.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Because even me, like, a year ago, different me. 5 years ago, even more different.
And
so I totally get it.
Yeah. And, like, I think for you, the most happiest that I am to see in your progress is the change on which you stand firm on what you want and what you want out of your life.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing, because back then you're just like, I'll go with the flow. I'll do whatever.
Yeah, it was very nonchalant.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Dude.
And
so,
now that's not a thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I could go back in time and like stop myself from talking about certain things with certain people. And I wish that like I never gave pieces of me.
I guess, like, were they important to you at the time? Like, were they your best friends? Who were they to you in terms of...
A lot of them were, like, coworkers, and a lot of them were, like, friends.
Okay.
Like, close friends. And I don't regret it, you know, because I needed it. But I regret it in a sense where it makes me feel embarrassed.
Okay.
You know, because, like, I gave a lot of raw emotion, a lot of, like, raw opinion. And I feel like just unregulated Alexis was just on a tangent all the time, you know? And like I really feel like looking back at it now with a little bit more of a polished opinion and a different mindset, it's definitely like a different take, you know? And so my advice to anybody that is listening is that if you feel like you need help and you need to like talk, I say go find professional help.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking to another person that's not as emotionally intelligent or battling their own stuff behind closed doors, like
they might project that onto you.
They could project it, or they could be giving advice that is not exactly the right kind of advice. Yeah. You know? And so to me, I just feel like you should just not, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
absolutely have those like those friends that you could go to kind of thing. Yeah. But don't rely 100% on that all the time. Yeah. Because if you kind of just take whatever they say all the time, you have no like, you're not basing your decisions off of what you feel is right. It's
right.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
You're just listening to them because you think that they have it.
No, I agree.
All the time, you know?
Exactly. And like to me, I just feel like they could be, you know, but that's the thing. Like, I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I did, you know, but like I remember feeling vulnerable, and I remember feeling sad, and finding anybody that could kind of help me fill what I was lacking. And not in a sense where that was their responsibility. Yeah. But this is a perfect segue into my next one, but it made me view them in a higher light. Yeah. Versus what they actually were. Yeah. You know, and I found myself pining for these relationships. Yeah. And I wasn't viewed the same way. right?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like, it's crazy to me because, like, I don't want to steal your second
No,
one,
go
but
ahead.
if we're
No,
going to segue into it,
we're gonna keep it going. You're good.
to me, like, the other thing that I wish I learned was exactly that, to not view my friendships higher than what they were because they filled something emotionally I needed at that time.
Yeah.
Right? And like, I think because when I worked in an office setting, I worked in friend groups that at the time was great because we all got along, right? But once I removed myself from that work office, I recognized that those people weren't actually my friends.
Yeah.
We were people who saw each other on a daily basis and spent a lot of time. And like, it just kind of showed that I wasn't really a part of a friend group that I thought I was.
Yeah.
And it's starting to repaint some moments in my life that I don't want to say push me farther, but open my eyes.
Yeah.
You know, and like, and here's the thing, like, I sound like I'm shitting on those friend groups, but the truth is that I'm not. I'm just recognizing my place in them.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that I don't I don't want to say agree. I don't appreciate it, because I do.
Yeah.
But I think I worked too hard to insert myself into that friend group because I recognized that it was so fun.
Yeah.
And they were all so good and they all served different purposes. But at the end of the day, I wasn't really, at least to me, I wasn't really that close of a friend to be in that group.
Yeah.
And so now that I'm older and now that I've kind of pulled myself away from that friend group mentality,
Yeah.
I'm starting to recognize that I can have friendships without needing to be a part of a group.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, it's like, if you're trying so hard to fit in,
It's tiring.
it's so tiring.
Yeah. And you lose yourself.
You just have to realize that, like, there are pieces of you that everybody's going to get.
Yeah. Different personalities.
Different personalities.
Like,
It's gonna come out.
yeah.
But it does not mean that, like, if you're not like, if you guys don't have something in common, does not mean that you're not part of the group.
Yeah.
Or
Like, you can be
just don't matter.
friends, but like, you're just not, like, that's the thing that sucks, right? Like, because when you're in common with someone, you automatically assume you're friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of the issue where, like,
Right.
you can remain friends, but you shouldn't paint it more than what it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, if you and I bond over coffee and we just get coffee all the time, like,
Right.
we could just leave it at that. We
Right.
don't need to progress to the next level.
Yeah.
you
We don't
know?
have to try so hard if it's not.
Yeah.
If it doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna get upset with you if you go hang out with another group of people,
Yeah,
because it's like, okay, it's not my place.
yeah,
Because we have our own friendship.
Yeah.
And, like, I have my own friends, you have your own friends.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, okay, cool.
and that's
That's
exactly
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think
There's no clicky here. It's not a click.
yes, that's what I'm
think
kind
that's
of
what I
get at,
was- okay.
like, because it's okay to exist outside of a friend group, and it's okay to want to exist in it, but it's also okay to not force yourself into it if it's not right.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was in the friend group that I was in. I was trying so hard to keep it because of the history,
right.
you know, and I
The
was
time.
like, I don't have much in common with them really anymore. Like, no hate on them, because they're cool people.
Yeah,
No lie. Right. But it just wasn't for me anymore.
like, we're
at the
just
time.
we're just fundamentally different.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I have
all it
no
is.
hate towards you. Like,
Yeah.
I have no beef towards you.
We're
If
just
we saw each
different.
other now, it would be cool. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but at one point, you just gotta accept the fact that it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Just move on. You're good as yourself. Like,
For sure. And I think it's like, I think you also save yourself like a lot of heartache too, because then
Yeah.
if you try to insert yourself into like friend groups or friendships that aren't really what you thought it was, you kind of go through a what the fuck kind of moment, you know?
Yeah,
like
what happened then?
I remember having some friendships where I was like, I was always available to them, and I was always like trying to help them and be nice. And then when I needed them, where the fuck were they?
Right.
And it made me really, really angry.
Yeah.
And like I went through a quiet purge in my life where I slowly faded away from those friendships.
Yeah.
And those are friendships that I do not hold today.
Yeah.
And that's not out of hate. That's not out of anger or anything. It's just that at the time we fulfilled a need to each other. And I felt like maybe I glamorized our friendship a little bit more because they fulfilled such an emotional need for me. But after realization that I'm not exactly perceived the same way and I'm not prioritized the same way, then that's okay.
Yeah.
But that was a realization that I had to come to terms. And when I did that, I will admit that it was in a very angry place of my heart, that when I made those decisions to step away from my friendships, that it was just a big, like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm over it. And I don't feel that way now, obviously, but I also won't reopen that friendship.
No. And you're not obligated to.
Yeah. Like I have a lot of really good friends. I have like, you know, like, and this is not to like shit on my past, and this is not to shit on my old friendships, but like, this is just to me realizing who I am and what I am and all this stuff, and protecting myself from disappointment and lack of companionship.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's the biggest problem with a lot of people nowadays, especially our age, is like the need for companionship.
Yeah.
And that's why they let go of themselves to get that.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
The crazy part.
And like, that's exactly what I experienced, especially when you live here in Vegas, right? Because Vegas is like a small town. And so everybody knows everybody. Everybody goes to the same bars. Everybody goes to the same clubs. Everybody goes on the same day. Like, it's a small fucking town. And so when you're not, if you're not a part of that and you see friends who are, it's like, why the fuck wasn't I invited? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, but when you start to let go of that and you start to let go of the constant need to feel validated by other people, man, it's freeing.
Dude.
It's so freeing.
That was my issue, like, back then.
Yeah.
It was like, I want people's validation. Like,
I want people to tell me I'm cool.
I want to be loved. Like, I want to do everything and everything to feel like I was likable.
Yes. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's cliche saying, but not everybody's your cup of tea. And everybody's not your cup of tea kind of thing. Like, then that's okay. I think that was hard for me to understand.
Yeah.
Because that's all I wanted kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it seeped into not only my friendships, but like my relationships.
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
We could go down that path.
We don't need to.
But that's for my therapist.
That's my therapist, probably.
Get fired by your own therapist. Like,
No, I went to therapy and I kind of just like let it all out. She's like, wow.
I need
You
to
have
go
a
to
lot.
therapy.
You're the reason why I need to go to therapy again.
You're triggering me. Leave.
But yeah, peace is expensive. Your peace is expensive, and
It is.
And I learned that, I think the past, not this year obviously, but like the past year, is that like if you kind of just let anybody in and disrupt that, you feel drained at the end of the day.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think people recognize this. And this is one thing that I will say is that recognize your energy, you know, because your body will tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll feel it. If you feel anxious around people, or you just get a bad vibe, or it's just not clicking, like, take that shit into consideration. Your body knows. And it is so much easier to listen versus fighting yourself.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you will look back and be like, I fucking knew it.
Fucking knew
I
it. Every
fucking
time.
knew
I
it.
fucking knew it.
Yeah.
I shoulda done something earlier.
I should have
but
just
didn't.
not.
Yeah, if you wait it out, man, it hurts so much more.
It does. And that's the
And-
thing. Like, I think people don't say this enough, but like, friendship breakups hurt more than real breakups.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like,
agree.
it's not to say that relationships aren't hard, because they are, but friendships are different. You know, when you have to cut that off and you have to have that grown-up conversation, it's rough.
Yeah.
You know, because friends are so easy to come and go, right? But like
Yeah.
the ones that you truly enjoyed and truly shared with yourself, and you have to make the conscious decision to walk away, like, that's hard.
Yeah.
You know, like, it sucks because every friendship is different, like every relationship, right? Like, I can understand mourning a relationship where it's like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I'm ever gonna find that again. You feel
Yeah,
that
you
way
feel
with
that all the
friends.
time, yeah.
So like, it's hard, but friendship breakups are hard, like really, really fucking hard. Like, I've had to end a few on my end, you know,
Yeah.
like, if you haven't heard from me,
The silence.
so what's your second one?
That was. I think I kind of made a segue to the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. You know.
Moving on.
Moving on. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. I think I would say like my third one would be always try new things, yo.
Oh my god,
No
yeah.
matter what it is, if you feel like you want to do it, just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Nobody's watching
Nobody's
you.
wa-
Nobody cares. You could literally be, okay, this is perfect, right? Because this is like a great segue into like lightheartedness. If you want to go to the gym,
Oh yeah, that's a
just
big
fucking
one.
do it. I guarantee you nobody is looking, especially
Nobody's
with
looking.
cancellation era right now.
Yeah.
Nobody is looking,
Yeah.
okay? You could drop a fucking 50-pound dumbbell on your chest fighting for air, and not a single person would give two fucks about you.
And the best part too.
You could just be,
Yeah, right.
help.
But like there's people at the gym that will just help you nowadays too.
That too.
And you just feel embarrassed,
just-
but it's kind of at the same time you're like, okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Like, I'll fucking break my back. Thank you.
Thank you. In fucking peace, thanks.
Yes.
Don't worry about it, I got it.
Yeah, like, but no, seriously, do what the fuck you want.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, I wish I had the confidence I do now
Yeah.
as an almost 30-year-old when I was 21. I wanted to go to the Pilates classes. I wanted to go and be an influencer, and I want to do all these things, but I cared too much about what people would say and how people would perceive me. And the truth of the matter is, when you're in a Pilates class, everybody's dying. Not a single person gives a fuck about you. They're dying.
Dude, that's how I felt about kickboxing.
Yeah.
Yo, the first time I went to kickboxing, I was like, oh my god, I don't know how to punch. Like, they're gonna be looking at me. I don't even know how to put on a glove. I don't know how to put on the
Yeah.
fucking thing. I was like, okay, all right. And I was like, in the car before walking in there, I was like, I got this.
You're having like a
Okay?
panic attack
Like,
in
it's
your head.
fine. Like, I watched a YouTube video.
I prepared mentally.
When I get in there, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like, you'll be surprised how many people are willing
Are
to help you.
so willing to help you.
Yeah. Just
Oh my
ask the question.
God. Yes.
They're willing to help.
And the truth of the matter is, nobody knows what they're doing.
Like, I still don't.
No, seriously. Like, when I would go to my Pilates classes, like, I would see everybody, like, grabbing stuff.
Right.
And I would ask the person next to me, like, hey, do we grab this? And they're like, I don't know. I just grab whatever they have grabbed. And I'm just like, oh, okay,
Perfect.
me too. And then the worst part is when the instructor would be like, we actually don't need this. We would just be like, oh,
Putting it back.
sorry.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay to try new things. When I started snowboarding,
Oh my
oh
god.
my god.
Wait, insert clips of us
Jesus.
physically snowboarding.
Oh my
here.
Oh my god, there's so many. I'll have to pick some.
Oh my god.
It was terrible. But I
God.
still wanted to do it. Dude, you know how many fucking 10-year-olds shred
Yeah.
as I was heel the whole time?
towing, because that's all.
Towing?
That's how you got up and you were
I
too
caught
scared to
Edge
turn around.
healing. Oh my god, it's embarrassing. Yeah, but it's fine.
But it's okay. And like, here's the thing, like, everybody who has started knows how hard it is. Like, nobody is a fucking pro. And like the big greats, like Shaun White, and like Shaun White, like
Johnny Capahala.
Johnny. No, I can't believe you just said that.
Nah.
Shut the fuck up, because that's Patrick's favorite movie.
Shut up, me too.
Every time we go fucking snowboarding, he's, I gotta put on Johnny Capahala. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's like, I'm an urchin. I'm like, if you don't shut the fuck up, like, it makes me, you aren't even, you're Chinese. You're not even.
You went to Hawaii like 3 times.
Shut up. You're embarrassing me. God, you eat Hawaiian food a couple times a year. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, but yeah, like, to say that, like, the people in snowboarding are also so fucking sweet, because they'll tell you, like, oh, this is the best way, or this helped me, or stick with me, like, we'll go down this road, because a lot of the times, like, you lose the group that you're with, because everyone's in, like, different skill level, you know, and
Lost.
like, lost, someone's down that way, you're over here. And like, you know, I've met so many nice people who are like, you could do it, just stand up, or like, do it this way, or do it this way. And so it was really great, because you learn things that your group doesn't know, you know. And if you fear that people are judging you, like, you miss out on so much. You miss out on knowledge, you miss out on friendships, you miss out on like tips and tricks that you would never fucking know.
At the end of the day, it was fun. And I got good at it.
Oh, not all of us did.
Better than I was the first time. Okay, never mind. She can't relate.
I can't. I can't fucking relate. I hated snowboarding. I loved it because, like, I was like, oh my God, I'm here with everybody.
Right.
But, like, when it came down to my skill and my ability to not cry on the mountain, neither of them were hitting. Neither.
But it's, I mean, like I said, like, it's okay to try it out.
It's fun to try.
See if you like it or not.
Yeah. Honestly, it was fun. It was.
The pause.
Okay, let me reiterate.
The outfits were fun.
The outfits were fun. The gear was fun. The drive up there and the drive home was fun. But, like, the actual event itself was not fun. Because, like, one, I don't know how to do that. I liked skiing more.
Oh, yeah, skiing's fun.
And I was considering going and doing that. But I was like,
What?
I already bought, like, money. I already bought, like, my fucking gear. Like, I have the whole 9 yards.
I tried skiing.
And did you like it?
I mean, it was easy.
Easier.
Easier to learn. Sure. But then, this is when Patrick was like, okay, so you're good at it. Let's go down.
A Black Diamond. I hate him so much.
So he...
He does this with everybody.
I was like, yo, the only thing I learned that day, I literally took my first lesson that day. That day, I took my very first lesson.
He's like,
and I was like, pizza and fries. That's all I knew. I did not carve.
He said, let's go, bitch. Pizza or fries.
But I was like, you know what?
Fuck it.
Let's fucking go.
Did you make
it? And I ate shit. There's a video.
There's a video?
Yeah, because I took a video on my way down, and then I fucking crashed. Let's do skis off. But you can't even, it wasn't even like, it wasn't a video of me. It was me taking the video, and all here's, ah! Just like, everywhere. But it makes for a good story. I almost died, but it's fine.
See, Patrick pisses me off because, like, he fucking assumes everybody has his ability.
At one point, you just don't give a fuck.
Everybody has their own battle.
Right.
If you ever see me in a Pilates class, I promise you, I'm not looking at you. I'm catching my breath.
I'm looking at myself, type of thing.
I'm already wheezing from it.
Yeah. So just do it.
Just do it.
Who cares?
Stop being a pussy.
Who cares? You're the only one that cares.
You're literally the only one that cares. Or when you go with a friend, like if you go, like I had a friend who we would always go to Pilates classes together. And I would get so mad because she would always choose the harder classes because it sounds fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, and of course it's beginner. It's like all ranges of like expertise and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I would literally be like, sitting there, like, you fucking bitch. God damn it.
No, remember when we took a Zumba class?
Those old ladies were running circles around us.
Oh, yeah.
No, and they were so nice. They're like, you can do
I'd
it.
be like, I
No,
can't breathe.
I'm chafing.
I can't breathe. But I still, at the end of the day,
It was fun.
moral of the story, once again,
Nobody gives a shit.
nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit. Just do it.
If they're judgmental, fuck them.
Yeah, because
Dude.
honestly, God got you. God says, why the fuck are you ugly?
Right.
Broken hip. Maybe not that extreme.
And then there was this one guy at the gym, and he was like, "Are you even old enough to be here?" It's like shit like that. I'm like,
Like, okay, roid rage.
okay, you're on your
Back
deathbed,
me.
but okay, go ahead.
Talk to me.
Again, do it.
I'll move the no wet or the wet sign, bitch. I hope you slip in your
You
non-slip
sleep, you ain't gonna get up. Here, hold your life alert. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't shut the fuck up,
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up. No, I was like, just
Nobody gives a shit. Us sitting here talking about elder abuse. I give a shit.
I gave shit. You can
Fuck
probably beat my ass,
but I'll
but
try.
I'll try.
You're hurting my feelings. Come off the roids. It's a friendly space.
Once you get off the roids, talk to me.
Why the fuck are you as a big man holding fives? Give me the fives. Go grab the 7.5s, you bitch.
This took a turn. Took a real turn.
I promise you, nobody really cares.
But nobody gives.
Nobody gives a fuck except for the people that
See,
do
that
give a
says a
fuck.
lot
And then you
about
gotta be a
them.
dick.
That says a lot about them.
Exactly, because I wouldn't give a shit.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. Hold those fives with pride.
Yeah, dude, I'd be walking.
What's up?
I'll be at the end, picking up my fives. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Still awake. And I'll be walking back. No, sometimes when it's too heavy for me,
You
like,
roll it?
No, like I'm like, okay,
You're like,
I'm gonna up my weight. I'm gonna up my weight.
Right.
Feel confident, right?
Yeah.
And then it's too heavy. I'm like,
Shit.
oh, fuck. I have to walk back. They're gonna see.
No,
They're
see-
gonna see me, and but at the same time, I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's just
see.
you in your head, though.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? But yes, it's all in your head,
Yeah.
and they're just doing their shit
Yeah.
because they just got their headphones in.
The truth of the matter is honestly, nobody's really paying attention and nobody really gives a shit. And the only time that you should give a shit is when people give a shit about you. And then that's when you gotta, like, chuck a 5-pound dumbbell at their head. Don't do that. I was just kidding.
We don't condone violence, but if you really need to,
Do it.
do it.
Fuck them.
Up. Fuck 'em up. Nah.
Oh.
Max really needs a sibling.
No.
Max, do you want a sibling? He said no. So no.
His tail stopped moving.
He said,
Bitch.
what?
Sibling where?
Why?
Why would I want that?
Oh my god, he's confronting me. I can handle confrontation. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay.
Funny, but
I don't remember what number we're on. I think that was
I don't
3
know,
for
we'll just
both
give
of
him-
us.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I think the next one that I would really, really like to emphasize is I wish I didn't spend so much money on useless shit. I wish I did not rack up credit card debt. The truth of the matter is that everybody has debt, and if they don't, they're lying.
Yeah,
They're lying. I promise you.
They got some type of debt.
They are lying.
some type of debt.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's all credit card debt. I promise you.
Dude, I remember.
And, like, what?
never mind.
Don't say it. No.
I want to share the story I remember with Alexis one time.
Oh my god, what is it?
I mean, which time? It was actually when you got this camera.
Speaking of unnecessary choices and unnecessary spending, the camera that I bought this like years ago. The camera that we're using right now, I bought years ago because I wanted to be an influencer, right? And I was like, I love that. And I never did it.
You did for a while.
I did, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things, right, where it's like people care, I look stupid and all that shit.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I would be an influencer now, but I'm lazy.
It's too much work now.
It is. I don't want
Yeah.
to look cute. I just don't think so.
Anyways, credit card debt. What have
Okay.
you learned, Alexis?
Not a lot. No, okay, hold on. No. Let me preface this, okay? I'm not in debt. That
Yes.
bad. But to preface that, I bought a house. And
Yes.
with that, like, you buy shit for your house.
Right.
And I went on a couple trips, and, you know, like, it just happens. But, like, I'm not in any, like, massive credit card debt.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, about 8 is what
You know
I'm at
that.
right now.
You're bold putting that shit on here.
It's better than when I was 20 and
That's
fucking
true.
20K.
Bro, I remember, because we used to work together.
Yes, we did.
And we had to lock up your credit cards in a safe.
They
So you
did.
wouldn't use it.
They did.
I remember that.
Patrick
And
would
then,
love it when I would lose my credit cards.
And then, when you were like, I want to... I think you know...
Don't say it, don't say it,
Okay,
don't
I'll
say it.
Okay, I'll say it.
Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
I think so.
Okay, say it.
Yeah?
He already knows.
I hope so. But it was when you wanted to buy something and you're like, Ayana, can you go get my secret credit card? Can you get my secret Forever 21 credit card in my car?
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
It was that bad, yeah.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
And like
Remember.
the my saving grace now as to why I'm in debt, and it's not really like debt because I actually can pay it off. I'm
Yeah.
just slowly paying it off, I guess is the right word.
Right.
But my saving grace is that my husband and I, we make good money. I'm not going to disclose how much, but we make good money.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't necessarily... We operate as credit cards are like our charge cards,
Mhm.
right? And so in the past 3 months, we had to pay for plumbing. We had to pay for car maintenance on both cars. And I think we had to pay for, I had 2 different maintenance things that were at home. So in total, I think before that I was in debt like maybe 4 G's. And in the last 3 months, I accumulated like an additional 4 just from house expenses.
Yeah.
And could I have pulled that from my savings? Yeah. But I want the cash back.
The points. This is
The
what
points,
matters
bitch.
to me.
Yeah. So it's not really debt. Like, it's not like I'm frivolously spending. It's
Right.
just house debt, honestly.
Yeah.
And that comes with the territory when you own a house.
So, I'm guessing you wish you had more financial discipline.
Discipline for sure.
Yeah.
Because I would
That's,
always, like, I would buy whatever I wanted within,
no,
like,
yeah.
it didn't fucking matter. I would just buy
Yeah.
whatever I wanted.
Very impulsive.
Very,
Yeah.
very, like, okay, I'm not like this now, but this was 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look up, first let me give you a proper timeline, hold on, just so I can make sure. So, yeah, this is 3 years ago, and this was, like, peak of my spending, okay? So, when the Nintendo Switch came out...
Oh my god.
When the Nintendo Switch came out, first of all, I don't play video games
That's 3
like
years
that,
ago?
okay? Huh?
That's 3 years ago?
No. Just in general. So,
Oh,
when
okay.
the Nintendo Switch came out, we bought our Switches
Yeah.
Black Friday, okay?
Yeah.
But this is what I mean when we impulse spent, because we had no intention of buying them. But because everybody else bought one, we bought one too. And when I say we, I mean it. We bought 2. Patrick and I, we bought 2, even though we live in the same house. Okay? And then 2 years later, when the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch came out,
Oh yeah.
I bought that one too.
Did.
And I gave my Switch to my brothers. And
You
Patrick
did.
kept his. So it's not like it went to complete waste. They used it all the time. Actually, my brothers have a spending problem too now because my brother bought the OLED Switch.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
bought an
God.
OLED, and then like
Love that.
my mom uses my first Nintendo Switch And first of all, that bitch is hoarding that shit because like she has all of our profiles. So, like me, the twins, they both have their own, and like all the games that we bought on it.
On it, yeah.
That bitch is like filtering through to play whatever game she wants.
Oh my.
And I'm like, first of all, moocher. Second of all, smart. Pissed the shit. But yeah. And so like that was like the type of spending that we did.
Yeah.
Because everyone else had it, I wanted it.
I remember.
Yeah.
As I bought mine I didn't buy mine. It was actually given to me, but
yeah.
Like I wanted to buy it, but then luckily my credit card wasn't activated yet.
Oh.
My Best Buy credit card, and then you were like, "We're gonna call, because you're gonna buy it," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I was bad. Don't tell. Here's the thing.
Don't tell me with a good time.
No, seriously. The truth of the matter is that I still spend, but I spend because I have money now.
Now you know you have money and you can.
And I can back it up. I have money. And when I was 20, I did not have money. So you don't really fucking need it.
You don't. Oh my God. That is the question that I always ask myself is like, do I need this?
No. The answer is no. You fucking don't. So like, if I could go back and beat Alexis's ass when she was 22, I would.
Give me your phone.
Oh my God, that was a good one.
I do not have experience in that.
No, seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
I would 1000% beat my ass.
Oh yeah. I think I maxed out a credit card once.
Oh, period. Me too.
Oh yeah. Like maxed it out.
Here's the thing.
Canceled me.
If I was okay, when I say that I have like an $8,000 balance, people are scared because they're like, "That's a high balance," but my limit's actually higher than that.
Yeah.
So that's like nothing.
Right.
But like back then, I would be shitting bricks. Shitting hard. And like now it's like, nah, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Right.
You know? And like now, because this house, I'm not saying we have to like get it updated. It's still going.
It's still going.
I need to get new glasses. Because I can't see. But for sure, like back then, I wish that I just didn't indulge because I didn't have money.
Yeah.
And now that like I'm almost 30, like my husband and I, we have really great jobs and really great salaries that like that shit doesn't hurt us anymore. You know?
Yeah.
It's just a lack of like not getting around to it. Because right now I have other important needs.
Yeah.
Instead of paying that off.
I think when you're younger, especially in your 20s, because you're kind of an adult with money, but you're a kid. You're a kid,
discipline.
You're a kid with money.
Yeah.
Basically.
For sure.
So like you're always thinking, oh, don't worry about it. I'll worry about it later. That was
and
my
that's
mindset.
yeah.
I'll worry about it later.
That's
like
future me's
That's future me's problem.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was I think that was the biggest mistake I would ever say to myself.
Yeah.
Because it would literally bite me in the ass.
Yep.
All the time.
Oh, for sure. All the time. And like
it took me so long to learn from that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I feel like I wish when I was younger, I wish somebody would talk to me about money.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now in my life, it's healthy to have debt, but it's not healthy to live in debt, if that makes sense. Right? Like your whole life should not be living in debt. And like, I wish somebody had the decency to talk to me about how to manage your credit, how to manage your savings, what to invest in, and all this type of stuff. Because right now, even though I say I have almost $8,000 in debt, that's really not that bad if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like it's a lot.
That's just some people.
But
It's going to be a lot for some people.
For someone who is 20, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But for someone who is of my age and of my pay
they're like, yeah, that's
range,
it.
they're going to say that's it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think I had a conversation with one of my buddies because he's a lot older than I am.
Yeah.
And so when I was talking to him about money and I was telling him how much I had in debt, he was like,
that's it.
that's it? You're worried about that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, it's still
like it's
debt.
a flex.
Like, I get it. I get it's not a lot for someone that probably has a house.
Yeah.
You have a lot more debt as you grow older.
Yes. That is for fucking...
Yeah, but it does not mean that you cannot learn how to manage that when you're younger.
Yes, exactly.
It's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse. It doesn't get better.
It's just going to get worse.
And here's the truth, right? Like, when you emerge in your 20s and you start to build your credit, you want to have good credit, right? But you also want to have good spending habits.
Yeah.
And you want to accumulate good debt. And when I say good debt, that's like an auto loan or two. Student loans if you must, right? I have student loans. And a house,
Yeah.
right?
Something
Like,
that will give back to.
yeah, it's something that gives back to you and something that is worth it to you. But with making those decisions, you have to be financially illiterate in it. You have to understand how maintenance goes into that, right? Because if I have a car and my car payment's like $500, you're paying $500 plus insurance, plus your gas, plus your maintenance and the little things that you want to put into your car and stuff like that. You know, it's like to be able to understand the depth of your financial decision, that is what makes you financially literate. Having money and having debt do not equate to being stupid and do not equate to being financially inept.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if I were to share my full financial portfolio with you, you'd be like, that's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to just give that one piece on paper, you're like, it's kind of fucking bad. And I agree with you, but you don't know my whole story.
Right.
And if I was 20 with $8,000 of debt, that's bad.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of that.
That's hard to get out of that. Very, very,
fucking difficult.
very difficult.
Yeah.
And I would recommend that if you were young and you're stuck in that mindset where you're like, I'm influenced, I gotta buy these Uggs, I gotta buy the hair products, I gotta buy the fanciest makeup. Truth of the matter is, no, you don't.
No.
No, you don't. You really
Some
don't
better.
fucking need it.
There's some cheaper and better.
Yeah.
Always look for alternative ways.
Absolutely.
Sometimes
Like,
branded things aren't even the best things.
no, they're not. They're really not.
So
Like, honestly, to me, it's just,
you care a lot about that in your 20s.
you do. You really do.
Oh, does it have a label or does it have a brand on it? Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
don't.
I shop
good.
exclusively at Target.
You're fine. Right. Dude, I went to Walmart. Walmart got some good shit too.
Okay, but honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
They really
so
do.
don't hold back on that. Ain't
Your
no shame.
basics too, like
Ain't
they're
no shame.
good.
Yeah, the basics are good.
Dude, fuck, man.
Yeah. So, man, ain't nobody. Again, nobody cares.
No.
If they care, again, it's on them, not on you.
No, and I think what's also cool is that, like, when you're older, right, and someone like compliments you, you're like, oh, I really like that sweater. You're like, thanks, I got it at
got it at
Walmart,
Walmart.
$10.
You're like, oh my god.
Everyone would fucking freak out because it's like, it's a deal, it's quality, it looks comfy, it looks good, and you didn't break the bank.
The corduroy jacket I fucking love.
From Walmart?
Walmart.
Shut up.
Walmart.
See?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Look at her influencing me.
Yeah. But yeah, and I always ask myself every time I buy something, I'm like, okay, one, do I need it? And two, it's like, how often am I going to use this?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
Like,
because I know myself, and I'm going to like something for like a week,
Yeah.
and then I'll just never use it ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. And I think, like, that happened to me, like, Black Friday? Remember when I was like, I should buy this jacket? Was it you? Or was it Patrick?
Which jacket?
It was from Bass Pro.
Yes, that was me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to buy a jacket from Bass Pro. It was North Face, and it was a utility
Yes.
jacket, but it was black. And
It's for work.
it was for work. And at the time, like, I still do not have a utility jacket. I don't have a heavy jacket that I can just throw on.
Yes.
Right? And I was like, do I really fucking need this? It was like $150 because it's North Face and it wasn't on sale. And I was like, do I really, really, really need this? And the answer was no,
No.
because I actually wasn't going to use it for work. And if I were to use it, it would probably be for the times that we go snowboarding, and
You don't.
the season hasn't really started, and it probably won't because it's too warm.
Yeah.
And I would have never used it. It would have just sat in my closet.
Exactly.
So if you second guess it, just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Right. That's why I like to like walk around with it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I walk around with it for a little bit, and if I'm not feeling it by the end of like my little lap, then I'll put it back.
Yeah, that's the
Kinda
biggest
how it is
thing.
now.
You gotta
Mhm.
you gotta marry it, you know,
Yeah,
and like
you gotta show it some attention a little bit, and if you're not, it's not feeling it, I'm feeling it.
the other thing I'm gonna say to that tune is buying a car. When you buy a car, if you're just buying a car because out of utility, fine, buy a cheap car. But if you're gonna buy an expensive car, you better like it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
better fucking like
Not
it.
even that is like you should know. Oh, you better know that you're gonna like
Enjoy
enjoy it and also take care of it.
Yeah. When I bought my car, okay, so I have a big girl
She
car.
a biggie.
Like it was a big car and it's a big purchase. And when I bought the car, I remember Patrick sitting there and telling me, "Do you like it?" And I said, "Yeah, it's okay," because I didn't buy the car that I originally saw, right?
Mhm.
So I bought the same model, but the car I originally saw was like a lower model, a different color, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I liked the concept of the car, but I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
And he was like, "If you don't like it, we're not buying it."
Right.
And I was like, "But we need a car." He goes, "But if you don't like it, we're not buying it."
Yeah.
And so I told the guy, I said, so I told the guy, I was like, "Do you have this car, but like with an upgraded package?"
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "I do. I have two. One is in gray and one is in black, I think."
Yeah.
And I didn't like the black, so I got the one in gray, and I loved it. And Patrick was like, "Are you sure? Because you're gonna have this car for like 10 to 15 years." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay, yeah." And I was like, "No, I love it. I do love my car. I love my car so much." And like, it just, if I didn't fucking like my car and I had to pay what I had to pay, I'd be pissed.
Mad.
Pissed.
Oh man, I'd be pissed off.
Pissed.
And you gotta deal with the.
I gotta look at you.
Right. I gotta deal with this. I have to fix you up. I have to look at you. I have to deal with it all the time.
No, literally.
Oh no.
My car is the most expensive thing that I put maintenance on because
Right.
I refuse to take it to like chop shops.
Mm-hmm.
I take it to the dealer.
See, this is why the question you gotta ask: is it worth it?
It's worth it.
Yeah. So if you think
Because
it's worth it, then
if they break it, they buy it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
But yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
no, it's worth it.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is, if you are 20, don't go into credit card debt. And if you do, listen to the utilization rule. And then the second
Yes.
thing is,
Oh my God.
if you buy a car and you can't afford it, you better love that car.
And no, you don't need that. You
But
don't need it.
you don't need it.
You don't.
You as a
If you don't need it,
22-year-old, you don't
don't
need
do
a
it.
fucking Benz. Drive the fucking Corolla.
Ooh. Literally.
Seriously. You'll be so much happier with your life and your wallet. Oh man. Okay. What was that, like number 4?
Oh. Yeah, I think so. That was number 4. What was my? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I was ready for this. I was not ready for this.
I think
I know I had something else, but I was like,
that was my
should've
4th
written it
one.
down. Shouldn't have written it down. That was your 4th one.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so many things that happened in my 20s.
My 20s are like hazy because I blocked
Yeah, a
most of
little
it out of
bit.
trauma response.
Literally.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good, but there's also a lot of bad.
A lot of bad.
That I was just winging it the whole time.
I think
We're still winging it.
yeah, that's for damn sure. I
Don't die
think
off
like
here.
this is not a lesson, but this is just like a little friendly piece of advice that like nothing is serious.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
true.
is serious. Like the drama between your friends and the feelings that you have and all that type of stuff.
Right.
It's not serious. You'll forget it. You'll literally forget why you fought.
It's not worth holding a grudge.
No.
Oh, nothing is worth holding a grudge.
Yeah, no, it's really fucking
It's
not.
not. But anyways, yeah, don't take life too serious. It's not
No.
that serious.
It's not. And that's the
You'll
thing.
get again. It's all about protecting your fucking peace, dude. I'm just so tired. It's
Me
not worth it.
too.
It's not worth it. It's just not.
Like when people ask me like what are you doing? My answer is
Nothing.
I'm busy. If I have to move, I'm busy.
Mhm.
If I can text you, what do you want?
Right.
Like honestly.
I think sometimes I just feel bad if before. I feel bad saying, like, oh, I can't hang out or I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up feeling like a chore at one point. You
Yeah.
know?
Just out of sheer
just-
obligation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll feel bad, but now it's like, if I don't feel like going or I'm not
Interested in going,
then
like,
I don't want to go.
yeah. I think that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're just too sleepy.
You
know?
I think you can tell we're exhausted.
Yeah.
Don't let people exhaust you. People can be so tiring.
And if you have a bedtime, it's 6
Bedtime.
o'clock right now. It's like almost my bedtime. But if you have a bedtime, stick to that shit. Don't fucking compromise your bedtime, because then that just makes for a shitty week. Honestly, like if we could wrap up by 10 and not meet at 10, I'd be so down.
Oh my goodness.
We can get crunk at 7. We don't have to do that at like
At
midnight.
10. Right.
What the fuck?
Because again, at 2 in the morning, I'm already clocked out.
Dude, I'm home by 2.
Right.
The party starts at 11, dies down at 12, sober up by 1, I'm done.
I'm down. Yeah. See,
I'm
when
done.
you're younger, you're just more agile.
Not today.
when you're
Didn't you just recently get drunk and you had like a hangover for like
Yeah,
2
it was
days?
the worst, and I'm still recovering.
That was last week.
Dude, exactly. I'm so tired. It's yeah. Dude, back in the day, I would be like,
Rally.
yeah, and then I would go to work hungover. It's disgusting. It's not.
You would do
yeah,
that.
I did.
You used to come to work smelling like
Multiple times.
tequila.
Yeah, and I kept doing that up until I was like 24, 25.
It's hard.
It's
Like I
hard.
don't understand.
Especially
how people
it depends
can
on
do
your
that.
group of people.
That too. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it can be fun, and it,
Yeah.
like you want to do it,
Mm.
but at the time,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, there you go. See, she's almost done. She's
Why you
like,
lying?
You're like an older sibling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, bitch. I'm not a fucking friend. We're siblings.
My fucking sibling.
Your fucking mom likes me.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
You haven't met Gigi. Like Gigi. Gigi.
I'm good. I have enough.
Yeah.
I have enough through you and your
Yeah.
siblings, so I'm good.
The fuck
What?
does that mean? Enough.
Your siblings are like
We're
a
so
lot.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means
Okay.
I'm enough. You know what? Maybe I should, because they're going soon. Maybe I should.
Yeah. She's more chill now.
I don't want her to be chill.
Okay.
I want her to be absolutely feral.
Okay.
Wreak havoc.
Please don't.
And then leave.
I can't.
She watches this. Oh, she's so right.
You think you got closer to your parents as you grew older? Or your relationship with your parents were better? It's good.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I think my relationship with each of my parents, like individually, is better,
Yes.
but my relationship with them as both of them as my
Oh.
parents has not.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, like as a collective,
Yeah.
no. But individually as a person, not as my parent, yes. Okay, so like
I'm just sorry.
okay, so like
You see
my
the gears running
parents
in my head.
my parents are different, okay?
Yeah.
Like they're just different.
Yeah.
And like my mom and dad together as a family unit operate differently. So
Yes.
like what I would tell my mom, I wouldn't tell my dad. What I would tell my dad, I wouldn't tell my mom.
Okay.
And if I tell one, I can't assume that the other person knows. They don't operate like a regular family.
yeah.
So like if I have to say we're going to dinner, I have to text my mom and my dad. Cuz I can't guarantee that both
Either
of them have communicated that.
Gotcha.
And knowing my mom on a personal level, not as my mom, we're very good.
Okay.
My dad as a personal level, we're very good. But when it comes to a mother-daughter, mother-father relationship, that is neither here nor there.
Okay.
Because I don't need them to be my parents
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Like when you get older, you need your parents for different reasons.
Yeah.
And like how I needed them at 18 to 20 versus how I need them at
Now.
30 is totally different.
Yeah.
Right? So like my relationship with them is just the same. It's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good, but it also hasn't changed, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's
Right?
not like a drastic,
Yeah.
like 180 or anything like that.
Yeah, like my mom and I, we get along and we have like really good talks and we do
Yeah.
whatever. Like we bond on certain levels. And then me and my dad are the exact same way.
Yeah.
And then like as a family, we just operate. And so I don't know, like I think it just comes with age, that you just kind of pull away from their family unit when you're making your own, if that makes sense.
I think leaving home
was
helps a lot.
Leaving home was different for me. I will admit that when I first left home, when I was like 21, it was hard because that was all I ever knew. But now, me approaching 30, you couldn't pay me to go back. I would rather eat shit than live with my parents again.
I guess because you know your dynamic and how you will be if you live together again.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And like, I love my parents, but my parents are the type of parents that are like, I'm the parent.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
Household,
Yeah. Like, I love my mom, I do, but when she comes to my house, she changes everything. Like, if I have my AC set at 74, she'll put it to 68 and she won't give a shit. And she'll leave it like that. Even though she's the mom.
Right?
Yeah. So, like, that's what I mean. I don't want my parents to be parents. I want my parents to be on a friend level with me because we operate better. Because now that I'm approaching 30 and in that realm where I want to start my own family, I look at it differently, where it's like, I don't give a shit anymore.
No.
Like, yeah, you're my parent. I respect you, like, as such. But in this household,
you gotta respect me.
You gotta respect me
as a person.
Exactly. So it has its weird dynamics.
No, I get it.
And I think that just kind of comes with age and how distant, and I don't want to say distant because that's not the right word, but like how distant you are from that dynamic, right? Because here in my household, we operate a different way versus the way my parents do. And so it's just different. How about you?
Well, because I moved back in with my parents.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that if they allow you to, and if you have the mental capacity to, absolutely. Because the economy right now is kind of bad.
Good luck out there if you're on your own.
So, I mean, before, when I was like in my early 20s, my mom was like
overbearing,
dude. Oh my god. And I didn't know how to talk to her about it. Like, I would lash out at her because I didn't know how to express how I was feeling, and it was hard for me to communicate that because she would yell or whatever.
Right.
And so over time, especially when I left home for like 2 years, it was easier for me to talk to her because I would tell her and be like, we're not gonna speak unless you talk to me in a normal human level.
Yes.
Like it was easier for me to do that while I had my own place because I can just go back.
Right. Like, I don't have to deal with this.
Right, and I'll just leave.
Yeah.
And like, so now we're much better now, and there are times where she would still talk to me like that, and I'd tell her, I'd be like, look, like, I'm not 20 or I'm not 21. Like, I can manage my own.
Yeah.
If you will have a problem with what I do, like, you can talk to me about it, and we could talk.
For sure. We
could talk like normal people, but if you're gonna start raising your voice, I'm gonna step back.
checking out.
I'm checking out. And we're not gonna have a conversation because it's not a conversation.
Exactly.
It's just gonna be a yelling battle, and I don't want it.
And I think that's like the hardest thing for like parents to recognize, because I'm sure that when I have my own kids, I'll have that issue too. Right?
Oh yeah.
But like,
comes with that.
The one thing I hated was that they don't look at me like a person. They look at me like property.
Child.
Yeah, like, you're my child, you're my property. You do what I fucking say.
Yeah.
And I hated that shit, because it's like, no, bitch, I file a W-2, okay?
Right.
No.
Literally, I pay taxes.
I pay taxes, and I have fucking bills.
Right.
All right? So you're not going to talk to me like that. Fuck you. You piss me off. I'm not talking to you. I've literally blocked my mom for 3 weeks at a time because I literally would not appreciate how she would talk to me.
Hey,
and like, and the thing is with my mom is that like she assumes everybody has an attitude with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody has an attitude. It's you. You're the one with an attitude.
Right.
And I'm talking to you based on the way you're talking to me.
Right.
So look in the mirror, bitch.
Because that's
This
you.
is
It's all
it.
you.
This is you.
It's
All
all you.
right?
And that's what I was telling my mom. Like when we would have like an argument, and she would like yell and like raise her voice, and so I would match her level.
yeah.
She's like,
Yep.
"Why are you yelling?
Because
And I'm
why
like,
are you yelling?
Because you're yelling, and so I wanted to let you
I can
know.
yell louder.
Right. And then I'm like, this is what you sound like. This, if you don't like it, then you need to bring it down, and I will bring it
And
down
let's
as well.
talk like normal people.
Right.
See, and that's the thing, like, about me.
I don't
like,
yell.
I do. I
don't
like to
yell.
yell. I will. Okay.
I talk like I don't yell.
I'm emotionally intelligent and I'm able to articulate my words, but there are some people who just bring me to that particular nasty side, and I often will recognize that, and I'll literally say, "I'm checked out. I'm getting angry, and I'm about to start saying shit to hurt your feelings, and this conversation is gonna go nowhere. So let's just not talk."
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna go for fucking blood.
I'm going for you.
And I'm done. That nice Alexis that would have mentally discussed it, out the door. Gloves on, bitch. Tooth for tooth. Let's go.
Right. And people will test you, bro.
Exactly.
They will test you.
I will literally... One of those people is my mother. I love you. I do. But my mom and I, we know how to get under each other's skin. And that's why I will never get to that place with her, because it's just not going to go anywhere. We're just going to fight.
Right. And I don't want to fight. See, it's like,
I'm too tired.
It's not like I'm not comfortable with the hard conversation. But if you're going to start saying things that will try to hurt my feelings,
It's off.
it's off. Like, I'm not, then we're not.
I'm seeing red. It doesn't matter.
This is not a conversation anymore.
No. Now it's
now you want to fight me.
Now you want to fight me, and I will fight.
And I don't, I'm like.
And you can't move that fast
do it
anymore.
Yeah.
So what's up, bitch? You may used to scare me when I was 10, not no more. Let's go.
And that's why, and it's not even just my mom, like, you know, like, it's with everybody. Like, if you're gonna try and get me there, then we'll go there, but, like, I prefer not to.
I prefer not to. Let's just
like,
talk.
I don't want to get there. Let's just talk, but if you want to go there, then that's on you, bro.
Then let's fucking go there.
Let's fucking
You want to
dude.
fucking do it? Let's do it. I got time.
I got time.
Like,
But I gotta pick
don't-
my battles. Pick your battles.
Yeah. Pick your battles, because I'll win all of them. Hats off, bitch.
You can,
I
yeah,
got
you
shit
can
in
say
my
yes to the
arsenal.
battle, but I'm
What's
not
up?
guaranteeing you'll win.
I'll win.
No, I'm saying, like,
I'll give you
hey.
your opportunity, but you ain't winning. Oh my god. I hope my mother never sees this.
I hope she doesn't watch the up to this point. Listen.
Oh gosh.
But, yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying I would fight my mom. She'd probably win. She's
She looks like she
scary.
could throw hands, yo.
My mom is kind of scary.
She looks like she could throw hands.
She could. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk and, you know.
We'll just
keep
talk.
it that.
But if you're not my mom, bring it on, bitch.
Yeah, I got two hands and they're bisexual.
Bring it. Oh my
But,
god.
again, we don't condone violence
Unless you have to.
unless you have to. Self-defense.
You better win that
You
shit.
better win that shit.
It's embarrassing. Don't embarrass us. God.
Ugh. You wanna cap it?
Yeah. I think
Oh, my
that was
back hurts.
good. Your back hurts?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Titties too big?
Bald. Yeah, titties too big.
No, sometimes like when I'm stressed, I feel it in my back.
No, yeah, no.
Are you stressed?
No, I think it's...
Poor
Well,
posture?
it's not... I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know, but I don't slouch.
I don't know what the
No,
fuck she thought.
I think it's because of the weather.
What?
It's the weather. Like, it's cold.
Okay.
You don't have that?
No.
When it's cold, your bones hurt?
No.
Alright. Never mind. Just me.
Are you okay? Are you geriatric? We don't have to
Who
talk
the fuck
about
is
it.
Jerry?
Bitch! I didn't know you got an addict.
Who the fuck is Jerry and what is he addicted to?
You're fucking stupid. That was pretty good. why I've never met him.
And why you see it in your attic.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
Anyways,
All right.
so thanks for tuning in, guys. Tired.
I'm tired too.
That was a
I
lot.
think if I had
Jesus.
like a cup of coffee, we would have been more bubbly.
Yeah. So sorry it wasn't so.
I hope our advice helped, Jolene.
Sorry, it was all over the place.
Don't take the bad parts and take the good parts. Don't fight your mom and don't fight people.
Just don't fight.
But if you do, beat their ass.
But I literally am rooting
I
for
condone it, bitch. Do it.
you.
Show
Calls
them
for backup.
bitches. Stand your fucking ground. Pee on their shoes. You can do it. Give her some. Give her some.
Alright. Have a good night.
Alright, y'all. Peace out. Okay, stop. And cut.
Cut.